Alright guys, here we are. We're here with break number 609. It's going to be the last break where the Charm City points are at the 2.5% clip. Tomorrow they're going to get changed. As March, I'm going to roll out the weekly skunk breaks. They will have some prerequisites to get into or for them to even be ran by the group. The prerequisites that we pretty much hit every week anyways, but I don't want there to be a week where we have a really slow week and it's, I mean, unless I'm not posting breaks and it is what it is, but I don't want there to be one of those slow weeks like we kind of had at the beginning of this one where we go 4 days, almost 4 days without breaking anything. So I'm going to roll that all out tomorrow with some more rules. A bunch of shipping's getting dropped off tomorrow morning. Series 1 should all be out Saturday, other than maybe the last dual case might not be out. But that'll be out as soon as I get back from Topps. I just don't know if I will have time to bag it up and sort it. But that's a little announcements to begin with. If anybody's curious what the Charm City points are, they are somewhere on the page explained in the announcements or featured section, depending on what device you use or if you use just the computer. But let's get rolling here. I was just cleaning up some of the fuzz from the Bowman Chrome last night, or I guess what you would call the Chrome juice, or the dust that comes from it. Anyways, we have my man Cal Ripken Jr. here. Charm City Ben Baller Card Project 2020. Give him a nice rub on the outside of the inner case for triple threads. I will tomorrow order another master case of triple threads, assuming that Peach State has some. If they don't, they don't. This will be the last triple threads we do. If they do, well, it won't be the last triple threads we do. It really just depends. Try not to buy anything from DealerNet because honestly some of the other dudes that run hobby shops are just absolutely not fun to deal with. I mean, there are other breakers and stuff on there too, but some of the hobby shops are just ridiculous. Let me say, asking for like wire transfer payments before receiving product and all this other type of shit. Like, no, I'm good. Prefer not to even have a chance to get scammed. Thank you. Won't take like 50-year-old men that won't take PayPal goods and services. Absolutely crazy to me. Let's get rolling here. I hope everybody's having a good night. Trying to bring up the break itself. There we go. Let's get into the first box. The configuration to triple threads, for anybody that doesn't know, I mean, you could have watched the break last night, but if you didn't want to see a Shohei Ohtani 101 patch, it is a master box that then breaks into two smaller boxes that are called mini boxes. The mini boxes then each contain an autograph and a memorabilia. I was going to say card, as well as 2 numbered parallels and 3 base cards. So you can get 7 cards total. Unless there's a booklet, if there is a booklet, then you might only get the booklet and no other cards in it. Well, I was eating earlier. I was going to say, the last week has kind of been like a shit show, which is why the shipping is still behind some, and it's mostly just because of health reasons with the family stuff going on. It wasn't for that, everything would have been on schedule, but I tried to baby wear my daughter today. It did not work. We have bought Barry Larkin, Francisco Lindor, and Juan Soto. I'm like too tall. I'm like a little bit too tall for carriers to fit properly with 19 out of 99, and she's too little to hold her head up by herself still, so it wasn't a good time trying to do that. This is Trey Turner going to the Dodgers, which is Josh Webb. Let's say second card is going to be a green Bo Bichette, 11 out of 259. So when you're watching a 2-month-old and a toddler, because stuff is going on, it's hard to do other things outside of cards. On top of, I think I looked it up. I worked 51 hours this week. We have 31 out of 36 at my job that I have to go to an office. So you guys do some of the math and figure it out. Only because the Topps conference is this weekend, which every night is the top conference. It'll probably be a little bit late because obviously Arizona's West Coast time. I mean, Mitch knows that because he lives in Arizona, but I was going to say it's over at the conference itself is in Chase Field in Phoenix. So, but I'll probably be going live every night well, it's only 2 nights, Saturday, and I don't even know they're actually doing anything Saturday. It seems like most of the conference is Monday. Or, I mean, Sunday. I don't even know they're going to do anything Sunday. It seems like most of the conference is actually going to be on Saturday. We have this slugging star, Brandon Crawford, going to Brian Thomas memorabilia. Then we're going to have a Luke Voigt for the Padres, 44 out of 99. But it seems like I said, most of it's going to be on Monday, Go live and answer anybody's questions that they might have. I mean, I don't know if they're going to even answer anything or announce anything super crazy, but if they do, I mean, I don't have any problem passing on the word. Luke Voigt, man. Talk about a guy that has some really good talent if he's on. The problem is he's just inconsistent. I was going to cut a promo, but I don't have the cojones to do it right now. Whenever I was gonna do a little WWE style introduction, but I didn't do it. I'll do it one day. I'll grow a sack and do it at some point. We got Suzuki, Mike Schmidt, and Reggie Jackson. We're going to have a printing plate that has the 101 on it. George Brett going to the Royals. And that's going to be Brian Rosen. The 101 George Brett printing plate. Yeah, I'm going to be in Phoenix. I got to figure out a hotel to stay at still. I've been so lazy about that. I got to get a rental car in a hotel. We have 173 out of 299. Boys, I'm about to just stay on Mitch's couch. I'm going to break from Mitch's coffee table over the weekend. Let's say Derek Jeter and the Yankees. Going to have 47 out of 48 on the Nico Horner. And the Cubs going to Matt Freeman. Horner actually had a really good year last year. We got future phenom Joey Bart, 15 out of 50, going to the Giants, and Brian Thomas. Finally get him on the board with some Giants hits. Well, I mean, an 85-inch TV is not going to do anything for me if I'm on the end of breaking. I said I look at a little computer screen trying to see the damn... That's actually not that little of a computer screen, but nonetheless, I was going to say... Trying to get someone to make me a custom table that's local here so that I can have a custom break table that has like the computer and everything on it for in the shop. But the floor is uneven as hell, so there's always that. I mean, I think the only person that's been there that's in the group other than local people is Mike, who came down to look at it. But into the second box here. Man, so I got a coffee table and an 85-inch TV. Don't come at me trying to talk that shit. No, we will run the Series 1 jumbo case after this that Tom so generously... Holy shit, Mike's about to have a conniption fit. Anyway... Alex Bregman, Willie Mays, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. We have Mel Ott, 41 out of 199. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure what they're all going to talk to. Like I said, I have a meeting with Fanatics for memorabilia stuff, so I don't know if anybody's into memorabilia, but they're going to talk to me about that. Monday after the conference, they set up like a one-on-one meeting. I'm hoping it's not just a push there like mystery boxes Lindor going to Ant Martin. Well, another Will Smith. It's going to be a 4 out of 18. Let's see, going to the Dodgers on the memorabilia. Hold on one second. fine. It's not actually bleeding. I just bumped it. Just making sure my finger wasn't bleeding. I bumped it when I was sliding that card in, and so I'll just have to use the pointer finger instead of the thumb. We're still going thumb. Fuck it. Nice Will Smith for the Dodgers, and Josh Webb. Going to have a 56 out of 99 Alec Boehm going to the Philadelphia Phillies, and I sure did. I was going to say, I'm proud of myself. Dude, that's like a 1-on-1 to some of these guys, I said. I mean, that's your boy. The way the inner cases have worked, if there's one future phenom, there's going to be at least, I guarantee you, another Alec Boehm or Joey Bart. It's almost guaranteed. I don't know if it'll be a 1-on-1 patch auto, but I think now you're just asking for too much. Into the next mini box here. Mitch, you're going to have to tell me some good places to eat while I'm down there. I know there has to be a good place to get some Mexican food. Got Luis Robert, Spencer Torkelson, and Clayton Kershaw. Derek Jeter on the orange, 71 out of 199. Cal Ripken Jr. on the 31 out of 99. Said women and food, Mitch, but I'm only allowed to partake in one nowadays. I was going to say. We have game used memorabilia. I don't know what HS is. SBS is stolen bases and home runs. HS... 5 hits. Okay, that's a stretch tops. Anyways, 9 out of 27 on the memorabilia to Machado and Mr. Freeman. Good old Matt. I mean, that's a stretch on hits, though. HS, I was going to say, better just jam a little 4-letter hit streak. It talks about a 5-hit multiple stolen base game that also includes a home run. It says a 5-hit multiple stolen base game that has a home run. It's the only other guy besides Tony Gwynn to do it. As we have a 47 out of 75 Joe Ryan on the rookie autograph going to Thomas Fust. Look, Lamar Jackson, I said if this was a Panini, Lamar Jackson, only man to go take a shit in the fourth quarter and come back and win a football game. Ravens versus Cleveland Browns, Monday Night Football. Just have the word shit on the front of the card. Or Dookie, just have the massive word Dookie on the front. That just feels like a random ass stat. They do like, yeah, this looks like a good stat. Tony Gwynn did it. Must be a slow night in some other groups. We got 22 people. That might be a new. That must be getting close to record breaking here. Into box number 3. Yeah, Spencer Torkelson for the Tigers, Clayton Kershaw, and Fernando Tatis Jr. We're going to have the black 49 out of 50 Giancarlo Stanton to the Yankees, and Tony. Tom Seaver on the 34 out of 259 on the green. Going to have Josh Lowe on the 8 out of 36. I should have Topps. Let's see that. What's the top stuff that comes out tomorrow? Official release. Topps Chrome Sonic. I should have some of the Sonic stuff tomorrow. I have a case of it coming in. I got a case for somebody else. We'll see if he still wants. We got 8 out of 36 on the Josh Lowe. I got it for the dude Brad in Ohio that always buys stuff from. 57 out of 99. He has no other way to get baseball, but now he has a Topps Direct account. And they allowed him to back order some of the stuff that came out, like Series 1 and Sonic. So I don't know if he still wants it or not. So either have 1 case or 2 cases. I'll probably do a half case break of it, and then I'll probably take the rest and put it in mixers throughout the next couple weeks. So since it's a product that doesn't really have autographs in it, but does have some nice parallels, a good decent checklist. You got a Colton Welker for the Rockies here on the RPA out of 99. Going to Joseph Bryson. Takes the fly in the Rockies, probably looking for good old Larry Johnson. This is not basketball. Larry Walker. Look, Manny Machado, I got laughed in a group, but I said that Manny Machado is as good as Nolan Arenado. And I'll hold to and argue with anybody about that. I would take Arenado over Machado because of personality, but the numbers don't lie. They're the same player. I was going to say, and Manny's younger. And he's probably going to have better counting stats because he started playing when he was 19. We have Shane Bieber. Julio Rodriguez. No frame, so I'll top load that one. We have Ronald Acuna Jr. I mean, it's not a hill I'm willing to die on, the Machado and Arenado comment, but really they are very, very similar, and you could argue are the same player. We got Max Scherzer, 10 out of 150. But if you want to have a debate about it, I'll debate you about it just because. Max Scherzer going to Ant Martin. We got Jarren Duran, 123 out of 199, going to the Red Sox. And Dylan Freiermuth finally picks his actual team that he likes. Birthday Blast Votto, 21 out of 27 on the purple, going to the Reds and Kyle Wellman. I mean, Tom, here's the thing is, someone was blasting Machado saying he's not worth the big contract they're about to give him for the Padres or that they're trying to give him. And they're like, he doesn't deserve Arenado money, but he does. I mean, 14 out of 50. That's just how the market is. Like, Arenado also signed like 2 years ago. Like, why wouldn't he deserve the same amount of money that Arenado's getting paid? Kenta Maeda going to the Twins and Thomas Fust. I'll tell you what, though. The Padres don't start winning championship or World Series. They're going to start looking like the Miami Heat with LeBron James, Wade, and Bosh. Huge inflated superstar roster that doesn't live up to its potential. Because when Tatis comes back, there's really no team on paper that's better than the Padres are. I'm surprised they haven't signed Trevor Bauer, to be honest. I'm real curious to see what team signed Trevor Bauer. I mean, the Orioles would be a good fit. They love Ray Lewis. He's a murderer, so, you know, fit right in. I mean, Arenado wouldn't be the best player on his team either with Juan Soto. I mean, it's just, it is what it is. I mean, it's not a fair analysis. Matt, I'm going to need you to take back all of the ×2 stuff. Because I don't think you take the Padres if it's not for the ×2 stuff again. We got Lou Gehrig, Anthony Rizzo, and Javier Baez. And now you're just going to be happy. So we got 22 out of 299 on the Xander Bogaerts. One of the biggest reasons I did the ×2 thing is the people that asked me to do the ×2 thing were teams that are that have been problematic teams that have held up breaks in the past, like the Tigers. I have a lot of Tigers fans, but I have a lot of Tigers fans that don't want to pay Spencer Torkelson Tiger prices. The problem is if you lower a team is in a market range of price, right? Jacob deGrom on the 97 out of 150. And when I would lower teams because they weren't filling, then somebody that just doesn't even collect the Tigers or whatever, 30 out of 48, will grab the team just to grab the team because it's inexpensive. So even if I lowered the price because like maybe Tigers fans thought it was too high or people weren't grabbing the team in the group, then like a random person will come in and grab like the Tigers, and the Tigers fans still aren't getting the team. So I just use the Tigers as an example because that's been a big one because Torkelson has struggled a little bit this past year. I think he'll be fine with the moved back fences. I mean, I know I can do whatever I want. I'm just explaining my thought process. We got Justin Verlander, 36 out of 40. And I did say that there was a possibility that was going to happen. But back to why Matt's going to be happy is he gets the white whale, Fernando Tatis Jr. on the Torrid stats. I was going to say the 101 white whale. Going to the Padres and Matt Freeman. Nice Tatis. And it's going to be a huge card after everyone forgets that he did steroids. So give it like a year or two. Everyone's going to forget. Mike, you really just hate Tatis, don't you? Mike has hate. I was going to say Mike has to hate every National League team because the Phillies are competitive right now, and he can't be having nobody take their NL crown. So Tatis is a cheater. Machado's a cheater and terrible. Not even a serviceable third baseman, according to Mike. Not even serviceable. Look at that. Pete Alonso, George Brett, and Joey Votto. We got Jose Ramirez for the Guardians, 17 out of 299. I don't know what they're going to do with Kim. I would assume they just trade him. Nolan Arenado, 58 out of 125 when Tatis comes back. Maybe he plays second base and they put Jake Cronenworth out in the corner. Look at that. Birthday Blast, 15 out of 18 going to the Reds, and Joey Votto, second memorabilia like this. It's going to Kyle Wellman. Obviously can't go to Joey Votto himself. Apparently likes hitting home runs on his birthday. We got Dylan Cease on the 12 out of 75 for the White Sox. On the patch autograph. Now, I think Volpe just gets called up, to be honest. Or Cabrera. One of the two ends up being the shortstop by the end of the year. I don't even know why they have Kiner Falefa playing shortstop. That dude fields the ball about as well as Derek Jeter did. Which ain't pretty. It ain't good. The White Sox are Mitch. Dylan Cease, super underrated. Him and Corbin Burns, nobody talks about them, but both absolute studs. Studlier than Brittany Griner. We got Corbin Burns, Jose Ramirez, and Mariano Rivera. We got Mike Piazza on the 37 out of 199. I mean, I thought Burns was going to win the Cy Young last year, but he ended up not having the best second half. We have Griffey Jr., 20 out of 259. Who ended up winning this year? Did Alcantara end up holding on, or did he fall apart too much in the second half of the season? I know he had like one or two bad starts in the second half. So Griffey going to the Mariners. 32 out of 48 on the Joey Bart. I feel like a lot of people decided that race was already decided before or halfway at the season at the All-Star break, that Sandy Alcantara was automatically the Cy Young winner before anybody could even catch him. So we have the replacement for this guy that's probably a Hall of Famer, and that's a triple threads autographed Deca Relic booklet card of Buster Posey. So I believe this will be out of 10, but it's going to be a Deca booklet, so it's going to have it's going to be his autograph in the middle, and then it's going to have flaps that turn into 5 memorabilia on each side. So whenever you get this back, Brian, I'd appreciate if you take a picture of it and post in the group, because it's going to be a good-looking card. You finally got that Buster Posey you're looking for. But yeah, that's going to be a booklet, so that's going to be a nice one. I wonder how Topps is going to send it out to you. I wonder if they put it in like a one-touch. It'd be probably kind of dope if they sent it to you in a one-touch. That way you don't have to deal with it. Like, hopefully they send it to you opened and not closed. I mean, if it's closed, it's closed, but it'd be kind of cool if they send it to you open. We have Wander Franco for the Rays, Buster Posey, and Trevor Story. No appealing on the Franco. We'll top-load this. Oh, you talking about this? It should, like I said, it should be out of 10. I have one of David Ortiz. But maybe we want to take a screenshot of that real quick or whatever. Like I said, it should be the autograph in the center, and then it'll have a flap on each. Like, it'll fold up like this, like a book, and it'll open up, and it should be 5 patches on each side, like little windows. We have Mariano Rivera, 127 out of 299, and Jose Ramirez, 40 out of 150. More 100 points. Going to the Yankees. I have Trevor Story, Southpaw Slugger, 1 out of 3. If there would be an ultimate platoon guy against lefties, it would be Trevor Story. My man absolutely rakes left-handed pitching. That's it for Dylan and the Red Sox. Then we have a 40 out of 75, Brandon Crawford going to the Giants, and the rich just get richer in this one. On the purple. A little bit over halfway through, still got 4 more boxes. You got Randy Johnson, Chipper Jones, and Ichiro. I have O'Neal Cruz on the orange, 128 out of 199 going to the Pirates, and Kyle Wellman. Alex Bregman on the 27 out of 259 on the green. Going to the Astros and Josh Webb. Got a shorts top stat line. So shortstop stat line. I was gonna say, Jesus. Why would they separate? Whatever, man. I don't understand why they would separate it like that. Just make it one word. Like, why is everything blocked off? Make me look like I can't read tops. That's not nice. 4 out of 36. I already got enough time reading the names. Now they're putting words in. We got Dylan C. 69 out of 99 for the memes. Going to the White Sox and whoever has the White Sox. No, Mitch has the White Sox. Another Dylan Cease. With the dirty porn stash from the 80s. One of the White Sox. Like I said, probably that might be your Cy Young winners next year. Dylan Cease and Corbin Burns. Want to have a decent shot with probably has decent odds at Vegas. Let's just have ourselves a break, boys. In general, we're about to have a booklet, an autographed booklet. We already got another Deca booklet. This might have been the best master case we've opened so far. George Brett, Joey Votto, and Luis Robert. Man, I got one of them real break cases, Tom. That's what I'm talking about, baby. We got Jaron Duran for the Red Sox on the 82 out of 150. Ryan Sandberg for the Cubs. 59 out of 199. Cubs, we got Anthony Rizzo for the Yankees. 4 out of 48. Tom, I heard if you're looking for a job, man, I know a place in Minnesota that'll hire you for $20 an hour to sort some baseball cards. Y'all stop. You're gonna get me kicked off the internet for today. Oh, my Lord. Brian is just absolutely 3 out of 3. Buster Posey on the booklet. I was gonna say he got the Deca booklet. They put another Jumbo Plus booklet of the same man, Buster Posey, going to Brian Thomas. I was gonna say it looks like he does sign cards. It's just I guess they didn't want to put the Deca booklet in here. Now, that is a gorgeous card. It's a nice hit to Bryant. As I say, I'm going to put that to the side. Into the next box here. Look, man, you don't have to feel shitty for hogging the breaks. You sat in here for several nights, even late night, talking and stuff, and didn't hit anything for like 4 or 5 straight breaks. Fernando Tatis Jr. even taking multiple teams. You got Suzuki and Mike Schmidt. Got Corbin Burns on the 270 out of 299, and Corbin Burns on the 68 out of 150. I believe, I don't know, you have to go look. They were $75 or $85. Back-to-back Burnsies. We're going to have an 11 out of 36. Ozzie Smith, Dave Winfield, and Tony Gwynn. Says it's all game-used memorabilia. That's a nice card for the Padres and Matt. You know it's memorabilia. Let's see. And we have another Brandon Crawford, 16 out of 99. Going to the Giants and Brian. I guess when you're, I'll say it's, I guess when you're on, you're on. By the way, I meant to ask you the other day because you said you're moving. Did you get moved into your house and everything well, or did you just move like apartments or something? I don't know. Hope the move is going well because moving always sucked. I was going to say I moved more than I've wanted to when I was in the military and then when I was younger, so... We have Satchel Paige, Jacob deGrom, and Roy Campanella. Got Javier Baez on the 10 out of 99, and Bobby Witt Jr. 27 out of 259. And this is a really clean-looking green. Tim Linthicum Bat Knob. Is that really a card in here? Or are you just being facetious? Because I kind of want the Tim Linthicum Bat Knob. I mean, the dude was a pitcher. I think a lot of people need Reggie Crawford's, Matt, but I know you meant Brandon Crawford. I was going to say. We have Julio Urias on the 2 out of 27 going to Josh Webb. Man, which this guy is like, he's turned into a monster. I should probably find some of his rookie cards because I'm sure his stuff doesn't sell for much. But this is the guy he's sneaky good. He's put up some nasty counting numbers for wins last couple of years. We have a Dustin Pedroia, 7 out of 18, honor roll, going to the Red Sox. And Dylan Freiermuth, solid last name, No relation to Pat. But nonetheless, a good last name. Solid. Best tight end in the league. Fight me over it. He's not quite yet the best tight end in the league. Give it another 2 years. Best tight end in the league. Bro, you need to stop saying stuff like that because if Brian from Leaf, the dude that owns Leaf, ever comes into the thing and sees you guys talking about underwear swatches, we're going to be getting Leaf cards that have underwear swatches in them, all right? So we should probably stay off the jock swatch and all other stuff. Otherwise, we're going to get in a Bo Jackson cup card. And I'm not talking about rookie cup. I'm talking about actual cup. It's going to be a plastic piece of Bo Jackson's with a nutsack sweat on it from Auburn, from his game used from his Auburn days. Got Johnny Bench, Miguel Cabrera, and Jackie Robinson. Christian Yelich on the 149 out of 299. Got Mike Trout. He said used diaper. 5 out of 150 on the teal. Mitch Haniger, be 3 out of 36. Going to the Mariners and Mitch. Going to have Eloy Jimenez, 38 home runs per 162 games, 14 out of 27. If he could actually hit 35 plus a year, I mean, it'd be nasty. But him and Luis Robert are not two guys that like to stay very healthy. Yeah, I don't really have, I don't know. I don't know if that's a brag, though, that he used to change a professional player's diaper. I don't know about that. All right, Dylan. That's a bit of a stretch. 5th or 6th cousin. I was going to say Ernie Banks, Mark McGuire, Salvador Perez. He's my brother's uncle's cousin, twice removed from my aunt's 3rd cousin. Married into just Vladimir Guerrero, 25 out of 75, 29 out of 75, going to the Nationals. We have Willie Mays, 234 out of 259. Oh, you mean by Mikey, you mean Mike Trout. I was going to say, yeah. I was going to say, if no one knows, Mike McGarry lives in the hometown of Mike Trout and played golf with his dad and shit. We got 7 out of 27. Leadoff blast, Andrew McCutchen for the Brewers. Bro, I'm telling you, some of these cards you guys talk about, like the Babe Ruth or the Willie Mays, I was going to say, about to see if I can get SWAT teamed or whatever that shit was called in the 90s. I always ask if somebody gets a really nice card, they want a one-touch or top load. I personally like top loading them because any of my really nice cards, I normally am at some point in time going to try to grade, even if they're not going to get the best grade, to just preserve them. if it's like PC stuff. Like I have a bunch of Fire Moose that I'd much rather have. That some of them are in one touch because I bought them that way. We got a 47 out of 50. Got your Happy Meal, Tom. I was gonna say, just a 1990s Happy Meal where they were like $3, not none of these $8.50 joints they got going on nowadays. I was going to say on the Brandon Marsh. Actually, Brandon Marsh is a hell of a good player. I think he'll thrive in a Phillies uniform. He really likes wearing red and white. That's why he went there in the trade. He had a choice over. He's a starting center field for the Phillies this year, right, Mike? Or is he going to start in left field? Look, that is Sir Philly Jesus now. That's Philly's new Jason Worth. I was gonna say. We're going to have Babe Ruth, Yadier Molina, and Garrett Cole. We got Corey Seager for the Rangers, 165 out of 299. Bryce Harper for the Phillies, 108 out of 125 on the pink. You have Luis Robert on the 14 out of 18 for the White Sox. I have a 105 out of 199, Juan Yepez going to the Cardinals and Cam. Mark McGwire, Salvador Perez, and Wander Franco. All right, where's Robbie at? Look, man, I don't know what to tell you about the Nationals, okay? Before we start to hear that narrative again. The checklist is not terrible. I'm just going to pre-curse it before the chatter starts again. We got 297 out of 299 for the Dodgers. Going to Trey Turner. Rafael Devers for the Red Sox, 120 out of 125. They just don't like Charm City. I was going to say, they're down the street. You got to find a group that's called, like, Liberal Breaks from D.C. metro area. I don't know. I was going to say, we got Javier Baez, 1 out of 48. Capitol Hill Breaks by Joe Biden. Sponsoring AOC. I only like giving Robbie shit because he's a Yankees fan. If he was an Orioles fan, I'd probably let him slide a little bit more. He's a Ravens and a Yankees fan. He's like the bane of my existence as a human being. It's like everything the Pirates should be if they would have had Mark Cuban as an owner. And then my arch net. Well, actually, I don't even hate the Ravens. Like, I actually enjoy talking to people like Ray Rice and Jonathan Ogden when I have conversations with them. Not super common that I do, but I mean, they're both at Jimmy's enough where I've had conversation with Jonathan Ogden. And other than him being an absolute fucking giant, actually a really nice human being. Anyways, we have Mitch's PC, Frank Thomas, 1 out of 9, free passes. I don't know what the free passes is about. 100 walks in 100 walks in 8 straight seasons. I was gonna say, but nice hit for Mitch. That's kind of a little bit of an inside joke. There was a card in Flawless that was a Frank Thomas and Jim Thome shared card that Mitch jokingly told Robbie that Frank Thomas was his PC. Nonetheless, the big hurt. Nice card here. I was going to say Hall of Famer. Definitely a fan favorite for the White Sox fans. I was going to say, I actually really like him as a player too. That is the break, boys. Let's do a quick recap. I was going to say, all right, everybody. Brian Thomas hit all the good cards. Thank you guys. Have a good night. Well, let's go run Series 1. I'm joking here. Let's do a quick recap. Get started in the memorabilia. We're going to have Javier Baez, 1 out of 48. Liftoff blast for the Brewers out of 27, Andrew McCutchen. Haniger out of 36. Urias out of 27 for the Dodgers. We're going to have Ozzie Smith, Winfield, and Tony Gwynn out of 36 for the Padres. Anthony Rizzo for the Yankees out of 48. Shortstop stat line, they're out of 36 on the Bogarts. Trevor Story, Southpaw slugger, as I already mentioned, absolutely just mashes left-handed pitching. 1 out of 3 for the Red Sox and Dylan. Joey Bart on the 32 out of 48 to the Giants and Brian Thomas. Birthday Blast, which was another one of these, I believe. Double time to Kyle Wellman, the out of 18 out of 27. You might as well find the out of 9, the out of 3, and maybe even the 101 if they're not too pricey, and just have yourself a good old birthday party. Let's see, we have a 30 out of 48 on the Justin Verlander. Josh Lowe, 8 out of 36 on the purple. Hit streak, stolen bases, and home runs, whatever this was, a Manny Machado, 9 out of 27. Will Smith on the 4 out of 18. Nico Horner out of 48. We're going to have slugging star. Looks like he slid here a little bit. Brandon Crawford got a little dirty, probably making a defensive play because his ass couldn't hit other than like 2 seasons. 31 out of 36 on the Crawford and the memorabilia. Let's get into the autographs. Starting with Frank Thomas, 1 out of 9 free passes going to Mitch and the White Sox. Juan Yepez going to Cam Jurgensen, 109 out of 199. Dylan Cease ×2 on the 99 out of 75 going to Mitch and the White Sox. Let's say couldn't get you anything from the Mariners, but you crushed it with the Sox. 14 out of 27, 38 per 162. On the Eloy Jimenez, we have a 14 out of 50 Kenta Maeda going to the Twins. Brandon Crawford ×2, 99 and 75 going to the Giants and Brian Thomas. Colton Welker, 57 out of 99 on the RPA going to Joseph Bryson and the Rockies. Getting into the back row, we're going to have Brandon Marsh, a.k.a. the Philadelphia Jesus, going to 47 out of 50 going to the Angels and Tom Scarberry. George Brett on the printing plate, 101 going to Brian Rosen. Luke Voigt on the 44 out of 99 going to the Padres and Matt Freeman. We're going to have the Pedroia 7 out of 18 honor roll orange going to Dylan Freiermuth and the Red Sox. Going to get Joey Bart, future phenoms, 15 out of 50 going to the Giants and Brian Thomas. Alec Bohm, future phenoms, which that's a lie. 56 out of 99 going to Phillies and Mike McGarity. And I have Joe Ryan, 47 out of 75 going to the Twins and Thomas, I don't miss ever in breaks Foost, self-proclaimed by Austin and Thomas himself. We're going to have a Triple Threads Auto Deca Relic booklet card, a Buster Posey. That means it's going to be 10 patches, an autograph in the middle on a booklet that's 3 pieces. And we're going to have the White Whale of the Master Case, going to be Torrid Stats, Fernando Tatis Jr., 101, going to Matt Freeman and the Padres. And last but not least, we have the Jumbo Plus Autograph Relic booklet for the Giants, Buster Posey. So 2 big booklets by Posey going to Brian Thomas. And that is the hits tonight, guys. I appreciate you guys getting in a break. Oh, no, my bad. There's also Luis Robert memorabilia over here that I threw into the parallel pile. 14 out of 18. But that is the break, though. We will run the Series 1 jumbo case here. Let's see. We'll probably get a start time around 11:30. I appreciate you guys. Have a good night if I don't see you then. I will catch y'all later.